Hello everybody and welcome again to another Koopafantasy video. I am Koopafantasy or Blackie_Mike on Twitter if you follow me there. I am going to go over my top 15 tight ends going into this fantasy football season. That is the year of 2012 to 2013. I'm going to get right into it. Alright, number one, ladies and gentlemen, is no surprise, Gronkowski. The guy was a monster last year. He's a matchup nightmare for any team he plays. There's not going to be any stopping him this year when he's got Tom Brady throwing to him again. I think Gronk is going to be a lock for minimum double-digit touchdowns, probably like 13, 14 or something. Number two is Jimmy Graham, who was amazing for yardage. I think he had like 9 TDs as well. Gronk and Graham are easily 1 and 2, and then that's where the drop-off begins. My number 3 is Antonio Gates. He's extremely talented. The big problem with him has been keeping him on the field. He's had a lot of problems with his feet and his ankles and that. But if Antonio Gates can get healthy and play a good like 12, 13, 14, 15, possibly even 16 games, then he's going to be a stud the way he always is. He plays like a wide receiver. He's so talented out there. And Phillip Rivers loves throwing him the ball. So we have Gronk, Graham, Gates, and then on number 4, Jason Witten. Tony Romo's one of his favorite targets the last couple of years. Witten is just the model consistency at tight end. He's always approaching 1,000 yards with a pretty decent TD total. I think Witten is one of the safest tight ends once you get out of the top 2. Number 5 is Vernon Davis. This guy's a beastly tight end. He's the most talented receiving option in San Fran. They have lots of new wide receivers now, but if you want the most talented set of hands on that team, it's still Vernon Davis. So there's going to be some more competition for him there, but that also means he might not be as crowded up with double team stuff like that. So I'm not really too sure what to expect from Vernon Davis this year, but I think it could. I think with his talent and his skill set, he'll be good for you. Number 6 is Jermichael Finley for the Green Bay Packers. He was maybe a little bit of a bust last year. There was actually one of my leagues, a guy, I think after about the first 3 weeks, he was pretty slow. One of the guys dropped him, and someone else picked him up like the next day, and he just went off after that. So off the top of my head, I can't remember exactly how good Finley's year was. I don't think it was spectacular, but I still think as long as he's attached to that Green Bay offense and has Aaron Rodgers hucking him the ball, then you gotta take a shot at the guy. And then we have Brent Selleck, who was had a pretty good year last year. Bit of a resurgence. Like Michael Vick at one point came out and said he needs to throw the ball to Brent Selleck more, and he did. And it paid dividends for him. They got a few wins. Brent Selleck had some huge games. And to me, Brent Selleck is an extremely underrated talent at tight end, and the Eagles really need to use him this year. Number 8 is Aaron Hernandez. So inside the top 10, you have 2 wide receivers from the same team, the Patriots, because they use a 2 TE set like crazy. And you know teams are gonna try to stop Gronkowski this year a bit more. So that could mean Hernandez has a few more open looks coming his way. Number 9 is Tony Gonzalez. This guy's ageless. He's been around forever. Plays for the Falcons. I'm sure you know that. As long as he's on the field, I think Gonzalez warrants a top 10 pick at tight end again. You can't really expect anything huge from him, but there's no saying when he'll go for 80 yards in a TD in any given week. Last on my top 10 is Pettigrew for the Lions. I actually had Pettigrew on my team last year. He wasn't quite as big as I had hoped, but I think that Pettigrew's going to have an even better year this year. Tony Scheffler was the bane of my existence last year, owning Brandon Pettigrew. Kept stealing TDs, sometimes like 2 in a week. It was killing me. I think Tony Scheffler takes a step back while Brandon Pettigrew takes a step forward, and the Lions' offense just becomes even more potent. Number 11, Jermaine Gresham of the Cincinnati Bengals. You got Andy Dalton, who's looking to be a very talented young quarterback going into his sophomore year. He can't be going to A.J. Green all day, every day, so you know he's going to want to go to his tight end, Jermaine Gresham, who's actually a very young and talented player. I'm expecting some pretty big things from Gresham this year. After that, we have Owen Daniels, who missed a lot last year with injuries, but he's still, after Andre Johnson, he's the best wide receiver on the Houston Texans, so you know Matt Schaub is going to have to target him eventually. And I guess a lot of it's going to do with his health. When he's 100% healthy, he can be a very, very potent offensive player. The only thing is, will he be healthy? I think right now he's looking pretty good. He's had a lot of time off to get healthy, so I think Daniels can return to the form he had in say 08, 09, years like that. And then next up is Jacob Tamme, who is playing still with Peyton Manning now that he's in Denver. He is. What do I say about Tamme? I've got a lot of. I think this guy's a bit of a sleeper at tight end. If Peyton Manning is back to even a fraction of his old form, then Tammy's going to see a ton of targets, and I think he's going to have a great year as a sleeper. After Tamme, my final two are Jared Cook Jr. for the Tennessee Titans. Sorry, a little mind went blank there. The Tennessee Titans, Jared Cook Jr., he's been a bit of a sleeper the last 2 years, and I think this is the year he finally makes that push to be a viable tight end option week after week. And then rounding up the top 15 is Coby Fleener, who could actually end up being an even bigger steal than this. Coby Fleener is playing with Luck in Indianapolis. Luck is going to have his struggles being a rookie quarterback, but Fleener and him played together in college. They have repertoire together. So you can easily see Luck looking Fleener's way more often than not when he's in trouble and just needs to get the ball out of his hands. So that is my top 15 tight ends. That went pretty quick, so I'm just going to run over them for you guys real quick here. Number 1, Gronkowski. Number 2, Graham. Number 3, Gates. Number 4, Witten. Number 5, Vernon Davis. Number 6, Jermichael Finley. Number 7 is Selleck. Number 8, Hernandez. Number 9, Tony Gonzalez. Number 10, Brandon Pettigrew. Number 11, Jermaine Gresham. Number 12, Owen Daniels. 13 is Jacob Tamme. 14 is Jared Cook Jr. And 15 is Coby Fleener. Alright guys, thank you very much for taking the time to watch and or listen, whichever you're doing here. Please take the time to visit my blog. I appreciate every single view I get. If you've got the time, read the articles, comment, rate them, get into discussions with me. I love talking fantasy football all day, all night. So be sure to check out my blog, guys. It's Koopafantasy, Koopa fantasy.wordpress.com, or you can find me on Twitter @Blackie_Mike, and just ask me questions about football. I'm a huge sports fanatic in general, so if you just want to talk baseball, football, anything that's going on right now, hit me up on Twitter, hit me up on my blog. I look forward to hearing from you guys. This is Koopa Fantasy, and I'll see you guys later.